10 interesting facts about Ethiopia you probably didn't know. Ethiopia follows a calendar that's behind the rest of the world. Ethiopia is one of the most intriguing places in the world, blessed with scenic natural wonders and fascinating history. An Ethiopian calendar is not exactly the same as the Gregorian calendar, which is widely followed in many countries. An Ethiopian year comprises 13 months and is 7 months behind the Gregorian calendar. It follows the beliefs of the country's Christian Orthodox Church, and September 11th marks the start of the new year in this fascinating country. So Ethiopia entered the new millennium in 2007. They also run on their own time. They use their own clock in addition to having a different calendar than we do. The day begins when the sun rises in a system that is actually completely logical. There is a 12-hour night clock in addition to the sun rising at 1 o'clock and setting at 12 o'clock. Just be sure to check if it's Ethiopian time or Western time when someone tells you the time when you're there. It was the birthplace of coffee. There are quite a few myths about the origins of coffee. However, it is believed that a goat herder on the Ethiopian plateau is actually where the beverage's history may be found. According to folklore, the herder of the goats noted they had a preference for the berries of a certain tree, and that after consuming them, they were so energized that they were unable to sleep at night. At the local monastery, he experimented with making the berries into a beverage and discovered that it helped him stay awake during the long evening prayers. The drink was distributed among the monks at the monastery, and the coffee industry took off from these modest beginnings. The annual consumption of coffee is now estimated to be 500 billion cups. It's home to the lowest place on the continent. The Danakil Depression, which is around 125 meters below sea level, is at the intersection of 3 tectonic plates near the Horn of Africa. About 25% of Africa's volcanoes may be found in this relatively small desert, which is 200 miles long and 50 meters wide. Danakil Depression is the hottest place. It is the hottest spot on Earth due to its average annual temperature of 34.4 degrees Celsius. In addition, it receives only 100 to 200 millimeters of rain annually, making it exceedingly dry. Because so many ancient hominid fossils have been discovered here throughout the years, it is frequently believed, too, as the cradle of humanity despite these harsh environmental conditions. Abebe Bikila, the first Ethiopian man to win gold. When Abebe Bikila competed in the marathon at the 1960 Olympics, the chances were against him. He was only selected for the team because another athlete's foot had broken, and since his new shoes were causing him blisters, he decided to run the marathon barefoot. Despite this, he was still able to set a world record and win the race, as well as go on to win in 1964. And he was the first man of color in Ethiopia to do so. If you have any time, read up on his wonderful story, it's well worth it. You'll find plenty of vegetarian cuisine in Ethiopia. Ethiopia offers delicious vegetarian cuisine, and is a wonderful destination for travelers who prefer to avoid meat. The majority of Ethiopians adhere to the Orthodox Christian faith, which forbids the use of animal products on Wednesday and Friday. As a result, vegetarian options are usually always available. Injera, a wonderful bread similar to a pancake that is mounded with mouth-watering stews and curries, serves as the foundation of almost every Ethiopian meal.